This is question 9. We're told the points A, -1, -2, B, 7, 2, and C, K, 4, where K is a constant, of the vertices of triangle ABC. Angle ABC is a right angle. In part A, we need to find the gradient of AB. The question carries 2 marks. The gradient is simply the change in y over the change in x. So if we consider now the gradient, we've got the points A and B. We'll do 2 minus 2, that's the change in y, over now the change in x, which will be 7 minus 1. You can of course do those the other way round. Either way round you will get the same value. So we have 4 over 8, which is going to give us 1/2. So we can say the gradient of AB is 1/2. In part B, we're asked to calculate the value of K. The question carries 2 marks. A few different approaches that we could use. What I'm going to do is simply draw a triangle. So if we draw a triangle, this isn't massively accurate, but should hopefully give us some idea of what's going on. So what we've got then, the right angle is going to be at B. We've got A, B and C. So we can see now that AB will be perpendicular to BC, such that if we think about their gradients, M1 multiplied by M2 will be equal to -1. We know that M1, the gradient of AB, is 1/2. Therefore, M2, the gradient of BC, will be equal to -2. So if we go ahead and look at the gradient of BC, that's the change in y, so 4 minus 2, over the change in x, which is K minus 7. So we can now set this equal to -2. You can of course write this the other way round to make your life slightly easier. So if we consider now, we're going to have 2 in the numerator. I'm going to divide this by -2 and set that equal to K minus 7. So all I've done is just rearrange the equation and we're going to solve for K. From here we have -1 minus 1 plus 7. That gives me that K is equal to 6. So that's one way that we could go ahead and find K. These two lines are perpendicular, therefore the product of their gradients will be -1, or if you like the negative reciprocal, and we go ahead and solve now for K. In part C, we need to show that the length of AB may be written in the form p root 5, where p is an integer to be found. The question carries 3 marks. So if we consider now, we have A is a point here, which is -1, -2. We've got B, which is 7, 2, and all we need to do is use the distance formula. The distance formula is Pythagoras. It's the square root of x1 minus x2, which we square, plus now the quantity y1 minus y2, which we square. So if we just plug these values in, we can say now that AB, the distance or the length of AB, is 7 minus -1, so 7 minus -1, which we need to square, plus and the 2 minus -2. We need to of course be consistent with these. So AB will be equal to, now this is going to give me 8, 8 squared is 64, this is going to give me 4, 4 squared is going to give me 16. So we can say that AB is equal to the root of 80. We can simplify this. This now gives me 5 times by 16. So simplifying the third, we can say that this is 4 root 5. So if you want to write that out, you could write this now as a root of 16 times by the root of 5 and then simplify at the end. So AB is 4 root 5, therefore P is 4. We now need to find the exact value of the area of ABC. So we got the triangle ABC. Now we know that the area is 1/2 base times height. If we just consider now, we found the value of K such that we can write that C has the coordinates 6, 4. So what I'm going to do at this stage is find now the length BC. So the length BC will be equal to the square root of 6 minus 7. So if we write 6 minus 7, which we need to square, plus 4 minus 2, which we need to square. So we've got 4 minus 2, which we need to square. So we can say that BC will be equal to the square root of 1 plus 4. So we can see from here now that BC is equal to the root of 5. Therefore, the area of the triangle will be 1/2 multiplied by BC multiplied by AB. All this is 1/2 the base times by the height. So we can write in now that the area is equal to 1/2 multiplied by root 5 multiplied by 4 root 5. We can see that the 4 and the 2 are going to cancel, and we'll have 2 root 5 times by root 5 is going to give us 5. So we can say that the area is going to be 10 units squared. So all I've done is simply taken the values and plugged them back into now the area of a triangle. A quick sketch really will help with these types of questions. In part E, we need to find an equation for the straight line L passing through B and C, given our answer in the form AX plus BY plus C, where A, B and C are integers. So if we just consider what we have now, we have these 2 points and we already know the gradient. We know that the gradient M is going to be equal to -2, and we can choose either points. I'm just going to choose 6, 4. So we've got now the point 6, 4. If you want to choose B, we know that this is correct for B. If you're unsure about your value of K, it's probably better to use B. So we're going to do Y minus 4 is equal to -2 x minus 6. So we'll have Y minus 4 is equal to -2x plus 12. So we can say 2x plus y minus 16 is equal to 0. And that's in the form AX plus BY plus C is equal to 0. I've simply used the equation of a straight line. Y minus y1 is equal to m multiplied by x minus x1. So final answer for 2 marks, 2x plus y minus 16 is equal to 0.